Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 19-yard line.
Down. Hey, Mike. 50, plant.
Mike right here. We'll go Mike 40, Mike 40.
Throwing on first down. Correa. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr., 81 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. 30 base.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Switch. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Watch a slant, watch a slant.
Let go.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
A loss of 2.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
36.
Here we go on second and 12. And he will find his man on the outside. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
It's a gain of 17.
And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Set up. 18 Gator.
44 is the Mike. I got it. Check 9, check 9.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet speed river.
The first down carry here for Johnson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 44.
Hey, come on, now. Come on, now. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Here's Clark to throw on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Hey, box drop. Let's go.
On third down,
Let's set a tone,
Clark.
fellas. Let's set a tone.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On is the punt team now as this one's set away. This will be fielded at the 17. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
39-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
We'll see if it's that easy here.
Ready, ready. 60 outlaw.
Quarterback. It all comes.
You're out.
Switch.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Check three, check three. Joker, Joker.
Get it.
On 2nd down now. Hutton. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Bandit.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Switch gears. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey.
On 1st and 10, Correa. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Trey Flowers. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Off play action. Correa. He's got Smith here. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Now.
Watch the motion. Watch the motion.
Ready, ready.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line.
Yeah, baby.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Correa. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Set.
They'll come out in the pistol. So now then the penalty's got them set up with a 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Ready.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Get that quarterback, D.
Hey.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
Shoot.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings are going to run that advantage. They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
This will be taken short. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
Touchdown.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Rush in. Rush in.
Look, squeeze.
Clark now, operating from the gun. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Check. Topper.
Clark to throw on 3rd down. Throwing right, and that's complete. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 76 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Double dog. That's the way. Back.
Get it.
Operating from the gun, Correa. Diggs with a good footwork, and he's got him. Got his man on the end round, complete. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Tackle made by the 3rd-round pick out of Louisiana, Tracy Walker.
At their 48-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
No. Off. Check 31.
Ready.
Now Cook running right. And now look at him go. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 52 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
But that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Let it go.
On first down, it's Johnson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Get your swerve on.
General West. Ready to go.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3.
Shoot.
Now Clark from the gun, he'll throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
It's been my observation, there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. It'll go as a gain of 33, and that play started back at their own 33.
First down, Detroit.
Ready up.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
He's checking.
Right on.
Here's Johnson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11.
52.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now Clark to throw. Looking to throw on 2nd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Here we go.
Right there, right
15 line. 15 line.
Check 3. Check 43.
Go.
Hey.
Hit it.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. Wiggles free. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at his 4. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready? Hey, Sam off.
Target. Check.
Five. Snap.
On first down, Correa. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Bravo. Yo, go! Hey, Rocket. Ready?
Back to the air on second down. Correa. He finds his target, Beckham. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
The game is 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Under 10.
Hey, lock it.
10.
Well, hey, we're going Mike 40.
Hey, we got to get this.
Hey, Echo.
Mike's 40.
Yes.
Just like that.
Looking to throw. Correa. Complete. Smith has it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Lions now are going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick here is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Bang!
Watch that.
49, check 49. Recon, 132 fighter. 2.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, Clark, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Come on,
the Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Boom!
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Back to throw. Clark. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Come on now, let's go.
First down and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Ready to break.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get out here if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
On the set.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Check Nick.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Check safety. Kill. Watch twist.
Yep.
Who do you want?
Hit it.
On 2nd down, Cook.
Go, run.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings. Following the good run by Cook. Here's another 1st and 10.
Kill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Heavy on the 61. Matchbox lights.
Check 13. Check 13.
Hey, watch the edge.
Ready.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option.
You ain't doing nothing today.
It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well.
Let's go.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, it's Cook. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 4th and 1. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the
Squeeze.
check.
Hey. Gone, gone.
Dudes. Slam, slam.
Hey, Delta. Deep river, deep river.
Operating from the gun, Correa. The quick slant caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. From 6 yards away. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
31. Lions 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The
50,
Lions
play.
offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time.
That's how we do it.
I often
That's
laugh
how
and
we do it.
sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Watch
Yeah,
the
it
ball,
really
watch
didn't
the
give
ball.
anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Fire.
Here's Clark, operating from the gun. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls in.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Let's go, baby.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Okay, baby.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
On 2nd down now, Hutton. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. 31 yards there, a first down.
Let's go.
That's good for our Vikings. First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Ready?
And they give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard.
Set, 8, read.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
Down. 70, Indy.
Where's the mic? Here we go, D.
Blue draw Corkers.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Correa. It's caught. Smith. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Got two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit and try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded at about the 28. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Bam, bam.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Go.
You.
5.
Here's a 2nd and 7. It's caught by OBJ. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Whip. Look at me. Go.
Chance. Watch the edge.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hit it.
Again, it's Cook. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
He's forced out of bounds.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
You got tight right there. Out.
Leo. Now.
Off play action. Correa. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
The Vikings send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wind up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. You might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
22 jump bomber, 22.
Clark now off the play fake, going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
It's 4th down.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position, 1st and 10.
Set. 60 outlaw.
Come on, boy. You better be ready.
Hard. Hey, wahoo.
Check three.
Shoot.
Throwing on 1st down, Correa. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
40's Mike.
Deep rip.
To throw again. Correa. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Go. Hey, lock it.
Hey, check 24.
Hey, Alpha.
Looking to throw. Correa. He finds Beckham, complete. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go, baby.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On 1st and 10, Correa. And this one complete to Smith.
You ain't doing nothing today.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Check 26, check 26, fine.
Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Ready?
He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
Get it.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
You don't want no problem from me.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the
Ready,
21-yard line.
50, plant.
Sponge. No.
Hit it.
They run. Cook. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Point after try forthcoming. And they're able to up the lead by one more.
Makes the score Vikings 45, Lions 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Don't get nervous.
Gain on the play.
Clark from the gun on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Incomplete from the contact.
Here comes the Lions punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away.
The Vikings take
Oh, that's
over
me.
first
That's
and
me.
10 at their own 9-yard line.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.